I've heard of IQ, but what's EQ? What's going on, Secoya Nation? Dr. Schilling with today's Daily Insights. And if you don't know what IQ is, it's basically a test of your intelligence. And I don't believe it's actually accurate like most standardized testing to determine someone's IQ is. It's multifactorial. But EQ, we want to talk about EQ, especially during the holidays. We can thank Linda for inspiring us to this today, because I coined the phrase emotional ignorance, because emotional intelligence, EQ, like that is what that is, emotional intelligence. And whether you have emotional intelligence or emotional ignorance is a really big, important thing to consider. So when you get a phone call from somebody and they're chewing you out and they have zero sensibility for what you have going on in your life or situations or circumstances or things like that, but yet they go off on this diatribe and tirade about tearing you down, they have very little emotional intelligence. If you have emotional intelligence, then you're calm, you're relaxed, you're at peace, you're respectful of people, you are understanding, you're saying, hey, I don't know what's going on with your life or what's going on in your shoes, but this is what's going on for me. That's an emotionally intelligent way to approach things. So if you're not finding yourself respectful or speaking kindly to people, then you may have a low emotional intelligence because you might not be aware of your affect, your current emotional state. Or you might have a decent emotional intelligence, but the people you're interacting with do not have high emotional intelligence. And you've probably seen someone like at the airport where they're, ripping down the flight attendant or the gate agent or something like that, or somebody at the customer service counter, or they're just generally talking rudely to somebody. It's not helpful. It's not kind. It's not respectful. So your test of emotional intelligence, your EQ, if you will, is to say, how well am I treating other people? And the golden rule, treat others as you would have them treat you. That's when you have achieved emotional intelligence, where you can say, wow, I could be a really big dink right now. I could be a flaming, something to other people, but it's not kind and it's not appreciated because you don't feel any better, but maybe for 30 seconds because you feel all self-righteous and justified, whereas the other person feels terrible, only if they are taking on your stress, to clarify. So today, take an opportunity to say, what's my emotional intelligence? Where am I sitting with things? Am I being a jerk to people? Am I being kind to people? Am I loving on my poinsettia here? Like, what's your deal, right? It's a lovely time of year, right? So the point is today, take a peek at yourself, take a peek at your situations around you, work, colleagues, family, friends like that, and sort of root out the people that have low EQ, low emotional intelligence, because those are not people you want to spend time with. Those are people that are going to abuse you and use you and things like that, and not going to treat you well. So reflect on that, and maybe it's you. I don't know. I only see people for about 20 to 40 minutes at a time, and you might walk out of here and be a jerk. I don't know. I'm not suggesting you are, but what I'm saying is, if I'm not aware of my emotional intelligence and where I'm at in my state, I might be a jerk to somebody. But I tend to go above and beyond and make sure that they feel respected and appreciated. And I find, and you could tell me if your experience, that people tend to respond much more positively to me, whether it's at a gate check or a flight attendant or somebody at a reception counter or at a bar or wherever I go. It's like they're much more kind when I'm kind to them. It's a funny concept. So I would challenge you and encourage you to observe your emotional intelligence or lack thereof, and or the people around you, and decide who you want to spend time with, how you might want to modify your behavior, and just grow as a person. All right? That's what these daily insights are for, is so we can grow. We put out thought-provoking ideas in order for you to stretch your mind, consider things you might have been taking for granted, and just live life with more ease. That's what we're looking for. Not easy, but with more ease. Okay? Because you can be easy and you can have ease with things. So, all right, guys, enjoy your poinsettia. Have fun. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.